onto the Centaur, but at this point they can. Between Earthshock and Nature's Grasp, they can go for it as Gunnar just straight up wins the 1v1. Oh boy, KXY. In just a couple of hits there, with the Mel just sort of started off, KXY just gets absolutely hammered, and Gunnar wants in again. I don't know if he can really do it this time, but oh god.
Yeah. Ooh, if he gets the split,
there
he just got it anyway.
It's a pretty neat play for him. Obviously, it's not going to make up for the death of KXY in the middle lane, but it's going to count for something. But now, over on the other side of the map, Ocean and Brax jumping their way in onto A. The Maledict is going to give the Sand King maybe reason to slightly stand back, but he actually wants to keep on going. If he can get the burrow, they're going to be able to get this. Did he die again? Yes, he... Oh my god.
Yeah, just sort of staying on the map as long as he could, and what a disaster.
Okay. Parker's going to be okay this time, though. Brax a little bit too far down, and now the Maledict should take him out.
Okay.
That was a little bit of a weird one, as Ocean... Actually, Ocean might be falling here as well. Will the Lucid Beam come through? They don't even need it. They get the right trouble here. They slow him up with the enchant into the burrow, but A is in with the stun into the Maledict again, and Ocean, he's going to go down. The question is, can Brax get the return kill? He does have the burrow back up. And he is going to go in for it, and he should find it. So, yeah, that's going to force out that TP. They do bring Michael in as well, though, so maybe they can get this. That's a nice hoof stomp after the initial lockdown. And Gunnar will be taken down, so comes at a perfect time for them. And now, elsewhere on the map, they're going to be looking for Ocean again. They've got one more tick from the Maledict onto him. That should help them find it, but they actually don't get it. Ocean stands on the high ground, turns around for the impetus, and not only will A fall, but now Parker is in some trouble here. Burrow Strike will lock him down. Ocean healing up with those attendants in the bottle, and Parker's dead again. You got to be careful here. Michael's going to wrap his way around. The Bushwhack is at the ready.
Nice Bushwhack.
Only hits it onto one, but I think they've got it anyway. Brax will get hit up here by the Eclipse. They are going to be able to take him down. Ocean, though, is walking away, so they will just get the one kill, but it's the more valuable of those two that they could have possibly picked up. And Michael himself, yeah, he's just straight up got it. Aegis into his hands. Meanwhile, Gunnar, well, okay, that's
oh no, Michael make a kill onto Brax here.
They do have the dust. But now here comes the reinforcements. He wants the epi. He's gonna not actually get it, though. That knockback will cancel out the channel, but Ocean is in here. He's going to sort of distract a little. No, he's not. That's not going to be enough. Brax goes down. Ocean falls as well. Good ult in from A as he drops down that Death Ward. Now Husky, he's still here, and the TPs are coming. So 4 Zoomers want round 2. Through Michael, though, is still sort of in enemy territory right now, and he is going to be sort of walking directly into Husky. That's an overgrowth for the Hoodwink. Okay. It is going to get Gunnar the kill, though, and in the Aegis, they get away. Parker is still farming, and they're looking good to go right now, as they're actually going to smoke up again.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what they're able to accomplish. Mariano, Ocean is super duper dead, but Mariano with this Blink Dagger is sort of being the hero that his team needs. He has very high damage spells instead, and actually they're sort of
they're
going in one
Husky.
by one here. Yeah,
not sure what he was planning to do there. Just
and now
sort
your
of
mid tower's dead. Sort of shooting a whiff, and it's
there's the Eclipse in Sammy's space. He might just go down here. He's going to try and fight his way through this, but the disarm comes in. Sammy, though, oh god, he just kept going. He knows if I'm going to die, I am taking this Luna with me, and he is going to be able to find that kill. KXY at least will get the sort of return.
Repeating onto bottom. Gunnar, okay.
By the dust. This would be a big kill if they can get it. The Death Ward's coming in, and yeah, they've got it. Sharpshooter even being deployed by Michael just for that little bit of extra damage. And Gunnar will be taken down. So now that's both of those 2 main cores that you have picked off for Infamous. And all of a sudden, the sacrifice of the Luna doesn't look nearly as bad. It's still unfortunate, but...
At the high ground, or do they really feel confident to go into the try here?
This
is a little bit risky.
Stun comes in, though. There's going to be the Death Ward as well. The Maledict's onto Sammy as well, so he's going to have to be careful. Sharpshooter even get a hit, and yeah, he's just gone. Sammy Boy will fall. Ocean dropping low as well. KXY actually won't get the kill. It's the Luna who picks up the double, but either way, a fantastic fight for Infamous, and for 4 Zoomers, you were sort of mentioning it right at the start of the fight that maybe wasn't the best of ideas for them. Brax goes full steam ahead. He lives, as he was able to get out. His teammates, though, worthwise, he's sitting in 3rd. So, I mean, if we hadn't told you that he got picked off 3 times in the lane, you may not have even really guessed it. As 4 Zoomers do get into that Roche pit, they're going to get the Aegis into Gunnar's hands. The cheese picked up by Sammy, hit him up with the overgrowth. So this is a bit of an awkward situation for the Huskar. He can't leave, but he doesn't want to really stay, as he's going to get slowed up by the Nature's Grasp. He's going to try and life break himself onto Ocean, and now the Stampede... Stampede was in there, but that's exactly what the overgrowth is for. KXY slowed down again by both the trap and the enchant. And for Parker, and well, now Parker's going to move a little bit further forward. This is where things might get slightly risky. He's sort of getting away from his team just as 4 Zoomers have smoked up as 5 and are pushing their way towards that sort of west side triangle. So this could get rough. If Infamous get caught out here with their lineup so sort of scattered across the map, could be disastrous for them. But who actually gets jumped in on? That will be the question right now. The answer is, I think they went on to KXY. Yep, they jumped in onto him. Huskar just immediately dead. Not even the chance for the BKB, and with the amount of physical damage Gunnar was sort of throwing down there, I'm not even sure that BKB would have saved him. But either way, KXY down, and because he bought that BKB, he doesn't have money for buyback. So he is going to be down for a little while. His teammates, though, have smoked up, and they go in onto Gunnar. Can they lock him down? Yeah, they can. That was significantly easier than I thought it would be for them. Gunnar just completely annihilated the cheese. Was actually in his backpack rather than his inventory. So
something like that did feel a little bit strange, did feel a little bit weird, but Mariano, a little bit of space granted towards his cores. Parker's able to get in that mid or in that top lane and working towards that butterfly now. That's going to be a very big timing for him, because you do have, I guess, switching it up, Sammyboy going for the basher instead, and you don't have that MKB finish just yet on the TA, and they killed Ocean bottom.
Yeah, Enchantress caught out in the jungle. Now the Stampede comes through. Okay, not quite going to get them what they wanted there, but whatever. It's not the longest cooldown in the world. So Mariano throws it out there. They're not going to be able to find that, but at least they got Ocean. So that should keep 4 Zoomers not exactly cowering in their base, but sort of on their own side for a little bit while they wait. It sort of gets taken down, but with this much armor, may be able to sort of alleviate those concerns and sort of stretch his damage out a bit longer in this fight before getting picked off, or ideally not getting picked off in the first place. So we'll see just how well that works out for him. Sammy, meanwhile, he's sort of eyeing up the middle lane here. I believe his Blink Dagger is not actually... Excuse me, it wasn't being worked on. Sorry, he switched that out for the Skull Basher in terms of the itemization. So Brain needed a moment to catch up. Sammyboy doesn't quite have that extra maneuverability as that sharpshooter hit. It had the distance, it just didn't quite have the angle.
Yeah, and now...
It's in the hole that he might have been hoping for, but he's just going to keep on sort of moving forward, transitioning. Once the butterfly is completed, he's looking for the Eye of Scotty next. So just going to continue to buff himself up here in terms of both durability and damage, as we do see the 5-man smoke out from Infamous once this match has been resumed. Mariano, though, he's actually going to pop a little bit early, and he might just go down here. Michael is trying for the sharpshooter hit, but he hits onto Ocean. That's not going to do much good. Mariano will go down. Husky dies as well, but both of those heroes will now buy back. Sammyboy, though, pushing his way forward. KXY dangerously low. BKB not going to save him from the physical damage here, but now Parker in with the Eclipse. He's going to try to turn to fight the round, but Brax hits him up with the, oh god, with the burrow, but it's not enough. Gunnar actually ends up going down, and now Sammy, he's too far forward. He'll be taken down, and this is going to fall apart for 4 Zoomers. Ocean is not getting away as KXY hits him up with that final burning spear, and they just split off in too many directions. Sammyboy sort of goes to the southwest. You saw the TA getting caught out here in the middle near the rune spot, and you just spread yourself too thin. They slowly but surely got picked off, and the fight is an absolute disaster that Brax is actually going to contribute to here as he gets caught out as well.
And we'll see if Mariano's able to get that double edge off. Yep, immediately. Sharpshooter can go a little bit more wild. You do have Glyph, so you might have to wait for one more wave, but they're just going to start hitting this tier 3 tower. And you have to be very concerned now, because 20 seconds left. You don't want to buy back on your TA. We'll see if it's going to force Infamous back, but they just might stay for the racks.
And he can actually buy back. He's short about 1,000 gold there, so they are forced to wait for that TA, and while they wait, that's a tier 3 tower down, and the racks are under attack. The Luna Illusions are just bouncing those glaives across the entirety of this, so the 4 Zoomers don't really have anything they can do right now, and the ranged racks will fall. They are going to get everybody back up now, however, so they will push their way forward, and that's Infamous's cue to leave. They do still have the Aegis, but I don't think they really wanted to sort of force that fight onto the high ground into the entirety of 4 Zoomers. So instead they'll fall back, but that's a huge play for them. They get the team fight win, they get Roshan, they get the tier 3 and the ranged racks, and we see them opening up actually the largest lead of the game so far, 6k in their favor now.
And that is sort of the issue with 4 Zoomers. It felt like when you did have that 4k lead very early on from the outset, him and Michael are just playing absolutely flawlessly on these supports and offlane. And actually the fight, it's breaking out.
Sharpshooter in onto the Ursa, but it's Brax that they want here as they do get him with the inner fire into the bushwhack. So Brax didn't control his own movement there. He's pushed back, pulled in, taken down. A will fall though, yeah. Bit unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, KXY actually goes for the life break onto Sammy. That was not a great idea. Sammy's going to win that man fight with the help of Gunnar, but the Aegis will be bringing it back. Well, bringing back the Ursa, and now Sammy, he's got to leave. Somebody should have, somebody should have hit him. They would have been able to kill him off. Instead, they're going to turn their attention on to Gunnar, and even with the cheese, Gunnar's actually still dead. So They don't get the Ursa, but they will get the
Wait a
TA.
second.
TA doesn't have
TA
buyback
doesn't
again.
have buyback, and there's no BKB on the Ursa. Are we going to see a complete role reversal here? There's a Scotty on the Luna. It isn't the most damage possible, but you swap over with KXY. He just finished his AC. They're going to try and force the buyback, and if Brax doesn't find something with his Epicenter, we might just see them try to end the game on Infamous.
But they're going in. They realize it now. If there was a buyback on the TA, it would have been popped here. So they're just going to go directly onto the tier 4s. And for Zoomers, what do you do?
This is all on Brax. They need to get this go perfect. If they don't, this is just going to be the end.
There we go. Blink, though, it's getting canceled by the glaive bounces, so he's got to wait a little while longer, but now, here comes the Epi. They're going to push their way forward. They get in onto the Luna. Can they bring her down, though? Not enough damage. BKB popped. 4 Zoomers already starting to fall apart. Ancient's going to fall. Tier 4s have already been cleared out, and that's it. The game's over.
Okay.
Just like game 1, what an abrupt, just